Happy New Year, everybody. I know I was just on here the other day wishing everybody Happy New Year, but 2 days into the new year, I hope it is starting well for everybody. So, yes, and tomorrow I will be also here for full moon readings. We have the wolf moon. It's going to be a super moon, and the moon is going to be in Cancer. So, I was going to do some of that tonight, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow because that's where several sites and stuff say the full moon is happening. So, just gives me another excuse to come out and hang with my peeps. So, everybody here already, I got 5 peeps hanging out. I have the lovely Janet Lee. I have Moira. I know Miss Nancy's going to be joining us shortly. She messaged me. And Gypsy JJ. Hello, Gypsy. Happy New Year to you, my dear. So I hope everyone had fun. I don't know if people went out, celebrated, or stayed in and just chilled out. And that's what Shan and I did. We decided to chill, and we are having wins here. So, oh my goodness, I think it was Lori and I were talking in, I think, Selena's chat the other night and talking about how much we love the wind. I think it was Lori. Craigie Brook Witchery, or maybe it might have been Jess and I talk. But oh, the wind is blowing here, and of course, putting protections around, the trees and the animals and our vehicles and whatnot. But oh, I love hearing the wind. And there she is, Miss Nancy, giving me my injection. It's good to see you, Nancy. Nancy, we got to do a little chat. Maybe tomorrow. Oh we got to go out to Medford tomorrow. By the time I get home, it'll be time for a new moon. I haven't quite decided on what time to do it tomorrow. Somebody new in chat. Kelly's True North Tarot. Happy New Year to you too, my dear. What chat did we meet? I recognize your name. Moira, -21 with you tonight. Well, you are up in Canada. See, I remembered. We had a high of 57. But, the wind did move in. It has cooled down, and it's a little bit chillier. But it was so nice to go out today for a few minutes, and I had to go wait in line. We had to do a food pantry today. My peer specialist took me, and Kelly, is that your new name? I love it. So everybody, I have known this lady, Kelly. Oh my God, it's been like 4 years since we started our channel. So happy channelversary to you. I just celebrated well, I know I'm not technically still on the other channel, but we've both been on. I don't know if you were on even before me. I think a group of us all started around the same time. So yes, Kelly with her kitty cats. So I love that name, Kelly. I really do. It's nice when we feel like we can find our true north. I love that name. Even Heather's thinking about changing her name again. Oh, I'm trying not to. I just can't help it. It's the writer, the poet, the creative person that keeps wanting to have fun and like different incarnations, like Madonna and all of them. So I did see, there she is. What's up, Sassy Pants? So for those of you who may not know, and you may want to, from what I understand, she's okay. But if people know Michelle Marie, Astrological Tarot, I saw her post this morning on Facebook. I don't know how many people follow her there. But apparently where Roger, and little Rosie live in Mexico City, they got hit with a 6.5 earthquake this morning. So they're okay, and just continue sending out all that protective energy and support to Michelle, Jonathan, and their little fur baby Rosie. That would be great. And of course, to the people, and the land there down in Mexico City. So good to hear so far that they're safe, and I haven't heard of any casualty, even though I don't watch the news. So yes. So Michelle says that they're okay. She goes, it was a little scary seeing, the buildings moving, but she said Jonathan rushed and got Rosie and they hunkered down. And so good to know that they are safe. I live in the truth. Yeah, I think it's very befitting. And I love the idea of finding one's true north, that northern star. I love that, Kelly. God, girl, what you been up to? I don't know if you know, but I left New York. People talk about the year 2025. Kelly, I drove we fit what we could in the car because we couldn't afford movers. Shipping was just too expensive. We pretty much left everything behind, put what we could in my car with the two kitties, and I drove us all the way from Niagara Falls to here in Southern Oregon in Ashland. Wow, that was something else. It was like the first time I'd done a long trip like that, but it was many years since. So a lot of us major changes. Jackie B, I like the name. Everyone coming in with new names for the new year. Jackie B readings, and she's Miss Jackie B. So hello, Jackie, my dear. Oh, everyone popping in. I got 9 people hanging out with me. So everyone's saying, yeah, I don't know if I don't know, it was the last time we talked when we were at the trailer or at this apartment building that we went in. Everybody in here knows the horror stories about that place. Shannon and I couldn't take it anymore. And we said, this is it. I went into debt a little bit, tried to consolidate some cards, got the car all set up for a long trip, and we just said screw it, and we left. I drove. Shan couldn't drive, and I don't know if you remember Ziva, my long-haired black kitty. She was sick. She had been sick before we left, and we weren't going to leave her behind. We brought her with us, and once we got into town, we took her to the vet to see what was what. And Kelly, she had cancer, and her body was shutting down. So we said goodbye to her here. She was almost. We thought she was almost 19. Well, she was 19. I think she was more around 17. But yeah, but it's a beautiful place. We said the weather was beautiful. The sun was out. We got to say goodbye to her. So we just have Mozzie now. Just Mozzie. It's minus 17. Oh, yeah. Here, I miss the snow a bit. It's nice to see it in the mountains, but I know I think I'll take the rain. And we've been fluctuating between like a high of 45 to 55. Today, we touched 57 just a little bit. So, oh, you lost. It's so hard losing our babies, isn't it? But Kelly, I think it was later that day or the next day, because we were staying at an inn until Access could help us find an apartment here. And I was laying down and I thought, Mozzie jumped on the bed. And I'm like, wait a minute. He's already on the bed. And I looked and there he was curled up sleeping. His head just kind of shifted a little bit. And I'm like, so she was there letting us know, I'm still with you, Mama. So I took that was a sign from her. And we have Irene here. Hello, Irene. And so I thought for tonight. Oh, this is the old out with the see these banners. I keep forgetting to take them down because they don't automatically take them down now when we finish a live. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. There we go. So really quick, again, Happy New Year, everyone. I was trying to figure out what I could maybe do for readings, a little bit later. And I was watching a video. Let me just disappear here for a second so I get her name right. Mary Grace Farrun. Now, if that name sounds familiar, she's the author of Italian Folk Magic. And then she has another one that just came out called, hold on a second, Living Folk Magic. And she was a guest recently with Miss Tarot D. And she released a video and she was talking about how she does a word of the year. And I thought, because I have a couple decks that have, pretty much one word on them. So I thought maybe for fun, if anybody might want an possible idea for a word of the year. Oh, excuse me. It's just my coffee. Been a long day. Having to have that coffee to get that little sip, a little caffeine, kick. And I didn't know if anybody would be interested in me pulling some cards and seeing what possible word of the year could be for you, or one of the words, maybe if you like to have maybe a couple to play with. I think I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to pull. So for that, I brought out my Glyph Oracle deck. And I also brought out my Folia deck. And I also have some other cards around for readings if anybody wants one. You're sore. Yeah, you're going to be sore for a while, my dear, but you're kicking back, letting them all take good care of you. And hope everybody got to enjoy their what's the name of that show, that Stranger Things show. I hope everyone got to enjoy the very last episode. Everyone was staying up late for. My peer specialist, Kaylee, was also telling me, oh, yeah, we stayed up and we watched Stranger Things. And I'm like, boy, people really, really love this show. Jackie's up for a word. All righty. So let me put down here, Jackie. So if anyone might want an idea for a word of the year. And I can also pull some cards too. Word of the year. Okay, for Jackie. And we have Allison's here. Hey, girl. Hey. Happy New Year. Yes, my dear, and everyone. Whoops. What do we got here? Freedom is my word, but would love another one. Okay, Moira. And when I get to you, if you want a couple cards as well, let me know. And we got Jax. Oh, okay. Then what's this here? Irene is saying, rage bait is the word of the year from Oxford. Really? I get that. People putting things on videos and TikToks and all sorts of things to get people angry and riled up, and they just bait people to click on them. So, yeah. Boy, humanity is so evolving. But yeah, I think hopefully a lot of people feel that this is going to be a good year where things start turning around. And y'all know I do not talk politics on my channel, but I came across a little, what do you call this? One of those shorts. And it was a short with Rachel Maddow. And I was just watching a few seconds of it, but apparently Voldemort, as we call him here, or the name that shall not be mentioned, even into the first year, oh my God, the approval rate is down the toilet for this individual. So that actually made me quite happy that I clicked on that. So for Jackie, Reawakening 2026. Ooh, there you go. I keep seeing pictures here and there of President Obama. I'm like, oh man, even no president is perfect. Everybody, all of them had their flaws and things that they did that weren't right. But you know what? He brought more respect and dignity and fairness to our country than the other one. But I digress. So for tonight, I have my Glyph. I have my Folia. So for words of the year. And if anybody wants an extra reading, I have my Baroque Tarot, absolutely beautiful deck. And I also have my Yule and Imbolc Tarot deck and the beautiful Imbolc oracle, that was gifted for me for Christmas by the lovely Selena. So, all righty. Yeah, like I said, all of them have flaws. All of them have done things that we probably would be appalled by, but at least some drew a line, I would like to think. So I'm just making sure I'm backing up here in chat, making sure I didn't miss anybody. And so we shall get started. So for possible word of the year, Jackie, would you like it from the glyph oracle, or would you like it from the? This sounds kind of funny. Would you like it from the Arcana Folia? So let me, which one? So Mara, you want the Folia? Okay, I'll write you down right here. And and again, when I get to your card, let me know if you want a couple of tarot cards, maybe a message for the weekend. But I will be back tomorrow doing full moon, super moon, and it's a wolf moon. Folia, okay. See, Allison, everyone like you likes the folia. So you know what, Jax? I'm going to do the glyph because I miss using the glyph. I like them both. So Jackie is going to be the folia. All righty. So, oh, you mustache. Bye, Kelly. It was good to see you, my dear. Give hubby my best. And all the rest of the fur babies, little love, little pet in the head from me. It was good to see you, my dear. We'll have to catch up. So, ooh, girl, Jackie, you're gonna like this one. You got joy, and we're going to read on these cards as well. Miss Tarot D. Mwah! Miss Tarot D is here, everybody. And Miss Tarot D, I'm so excited that you're getting back together with Mary Grace. I started watching her video, a nice long chat about 2025, and she mentioned the word of a year that she likes to do that. And I thought maybe people would like some card pulls. I could maybe pull a card for a possible word of the year for them. So I need to get them in the. Yes, I was so close to saying something about a cake. Just lurking while watching RuPaul. Well, who can compete with RuPaul? You can't. That's because she's top queen, right? But here in our community, in my chat, Miss Tarot D, you're the top queen. All righty. Yes, good night. And yes, congratulations. Hit the 1K mark by New Year's Eve. So excited. Yes, Miss Tarot D, she worked it. Yes, yes, yes. So Jackie, you got joy. And it says here, enjoy the little things. And let's see what they say about joy in the book. So we can make this fun. So for joy, unexpected joy, positive spin, enjoyment, gratitude, beauty, contentment, and presence. And you are establishing a presence now in our community, my dear. And this card, okay, so it says this card indicates unexpected joy and happy occurrences. A small event can put a positive spin on the outcome of a situation. This card can also mean taking time to enjoy the little things in life and practicing gratitude. By opening our eyes to the beauty that surrounds us, we can bring additional fulfillment and create space to accept bigger gifts from the universe. Take time to be present and recharge your energy. Sounds good to me. Rosanna, Rosanna. Oh my goodness, my dear. I have missed you. How are you? Happy New Year's to you too, my dear. Oh, you're going, Nancy? Okay, good night, Nancy. Mwah. Love you, my dear. And people can still keep sending my Nancy all that healing energy. That would be wonderful. Wow, peeps I haven't seen in a while. Joy to the people in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Yep. I truly cannot just watch one episode. It's binge. I came across a drag queen just by chance on Instagram last week. I sent the notification to a couple people, including Miss Taro D. She goes by Juno Birch. Cracks me up. Oh my God, her makeup flawless. Oh my God. I would love to have one of them do my makeup someday. Just once. Oh, how beautiful. You need to get a making cake. So, a wolf moon. I wonder what it was called this month. It's a wolf moon. And this it's going to be in the sign of Cancer, and it's going to be a super moon on top of that. So I'll be back tomorrow for those readings. And let's see, Jackie, did you want a couple tarot cards to go with that? Let me know. Let's see. So Rosanna, what's going on, girl? Let's see. Everyone's saying hello and blessings. And Sybil, 74, somebody new in my chat. Good to see you, unless it's another one of my other readers who have went and changed the name of their channel for something new for the new year. But it's good to see you, Sybil. And we're basically, hanging out tonight. And I offered, seeing that some people, like Mary Grace was talking about on her channel, she, does a word of the year. And I thought, for fun, if somebody didn't have a word of the year, might want like an idea or a suggestion, I can do that as well and pull a card for a word. So I got a couple decks. Yes, please. Okay, so now I'm going to, do I want to pull it from this deck or that deck? I'm feeling, let's bring out my Baroque. All righty, so for Jackie to go with her word of the year. I really do need to sit and, now that it's the new year, kind of figure out what I want to do spiritually moving forward. So, Jackie was so busy at work the last half of the year. Well, busy keeps us out of trouble, right, my dear? All righty, so we have to go with the joy. Okay, so to go with the joy of the year, we're going to be having moments of anxiety, stress, having a hard time sleeping, things weighing on our minds. This will probably continue for a lot of us folks, especially here in the US, but, there is a different energy. There's a different shift in energy. We are all starting to trust in our intuition more. We are starting to connect spiritually to what feels right for us. And we're finding small ways of making a difference in the world, within our communities, and a lot of times starting by ourselves. So with this Nine of Swords, this is acknowledging that there, are moments of anxiety, worry, just kind of a little anxious or stressed about some things maybe coming up in the year. But Jackie, I love this because the underlying energy to go with that is the High Priestess. And girl, you're tapping in. You are starting to connect and read with other people. You hang out with me and you do amazing readings for folks. And so just starting to really find your groove, starting to tap into your intuition more, trusting in your wisdom and being open to wisdom and studying. She's got whether a scroll or a book, but this is the year of learning, reading, reading cards, and just really, again, tapping into that psychic, feminine intuition and abilities. Beautiful, beautiful. So when you do have those moments when things might get a little heavy or a little bit difficult, remember, keeping that joy, on your mind, in your heart when you can, will make the difference. I can say make all the difference because even if it's just a little bit, there is those positive moments that we remind ourselves to help us through the harder ones. Let's see. And Irene says, I can't come up with a word for 2025. I'm working on it. And Mary Grace had said that her word last year was winter, and she says, boy, did it resonate with her. Jackie says, if it wasn't for smartphones, I would miss even more lives. Oh, there's so many. I get it. Sometimes I put the lives too. Yep. Gotcha. And let's see. I like the high priestess because it lets me know how to control, use, and increase my intuitive abilities. And like you said, girl, with those things that come up, that might be those nine of swords. You're like, I don't claim that energy. This is what I'm going to do instead. So there you go, girl. That's the attitude right there. And along with that joy card, it is perfect. Love it. My coffee is cold now, but at least I can say it's an iced coffee now. Yes, you can, Rossi. Or I should say, Rosanna. You know who I haven't seen again in a while is Carmela. I hope she's doing okay. She went through a hell of a year. Winter, let's see, only have a phone. Let's see, what did Allison say? Winter for the year of 2025 makes sense. The year of the hermit, we go within winter. Yep. And according to Mary Grace, she lost, some folks too, in her circle. And she says it was a very difficult year at times. But I like her. I'm hoping I can have her join me on my channel at some point in the new coming year. So that was for Jackie. And so Moira, she wants the folia. So let's see what we get. Some people say magician. Some people are still focusing on the 10 for like the Wheel of Fortune. So, whoa, I like both. Well, Moira, the word obstacle. But like you're reading the other night, you have been developing skills, you have the creative talent, you have the willpower and mindset to overcome stuff. And you've got a lot of things, cool things looks like coming up for you. But we have the obstacle card, and it says overcoming a blockage on your path, which you can easily do. Well, I should say easily, but you will be able to handle. And like with Allison said, with the magician, you have, the means to manifest and work around that. And with also, if you're looking at it too as a 10 and the Wheel of Fortune, spinning that wheel in your favor. So 32. Let's see what the book says. I even love the book. The book is so sweet. The pictures are, even the pictures are in color in this book. So let's see. Of course, they talk about obstacles as, an inconvenience, time of strength, Moira, temporary setback or delay. But I love saying not giving up. And for obstacle, it says you may encounter an obstacle or temporary setback on your journey toward your goal. Overcoming it may require self-discipline and patience, but with your capabilities, you can succeed in reaching your financial. Well, that was a faux pas. It could be a financial destination, but it says here your final destination. Although the journey may not be easy, such obstacles can teach us the strength and perseverance of our character, making the final results even sweeter. Instead of fearing what lies ahead, we can be grateful for the experience that will positively contribute to our genuine confidence and appreciation of the final, outcome. So, Miss Moira, would you like a couple of tarot cards to go with that? Please let me know. And just being positive, even if it's something small, something that we want to really focus and work on, I'm open to that. Yes, please. and I already started the process of uh, getting my peer certification here in the state of Oregon. And my peer specialist is going to help me do that along with my other one specialist. So at some point, hopefully this year, I can maybe get a grant or something through Oregon that will help pay for a portion or maybe even all of my tuition. It's $500, but for me to be able to be a peer support for other people and advocate, I'm down. And hello, Sandy. Happy New Year, sir. How are you? Okay, so Moira. Oh, I haven't used these Baroques. I love these Baroque decks. Or cards, excuse me. Alrighty. So Moira. To go with the word, focusing on the Knight of Wands to start. And that Knight of Wands, that's that's you armored up. You know, when we talk about armor, sometimes people say if we think too thick of armor, then we block our energy off from the good things that we're cutting ourselves away, blocking ourselves away from people. But maybe we can imagine our armor as that protective energy and asking spirit to to only allow the positive. When I say positive, it means the positive energy. Anything negative would be bounced back, resent, transmuted. So when we ask about armoring ourselves, it's about making sure our boundaries are in place, that we have a sense of our protection of our guides, but making sure that that armor doesn't completely cut us off from each other in the world, in your circle of people that you meet. But with the Knight of Wands, again, taking that wand, I think you had wands the other night. And so this is that creativity, riding forward. Kind of, to me, the Knight of Wands feels very similar to the Eight of Wands. It's, one of the fastest moving knights. That creativity is in hand, that inspiration, that willpower, that passion, that is driving you. So it's kind of like also the saying of, one like Sasha Graham would say, holding the torch for somebody or carrying the torch for somebody. How about yourself? So this is kind of like the rallying where, okay, we are going to move forward. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do it this year. And your other card, like a underlying energy, I got the Eight of Cups. So those obstacles that may come, you're going to plow through them. You're going to find creative and inspiring ways to do it. And you are going to walk away from those things that no longer fulfill you, that leave you feeling unsatisfied. And like water, the cups are emotions and dreams. Water being fluid, we can move through anything, rocks, mountains, hard places. Water can always find its way. And so leaving those things that left us feeling emotionally drained, unfulfilled, and by acknowledging them though and recognizing them as experiences, as gifts along our path, we can just pick up and continue walking to the other cups that will lead us more to what we desire, what we feel is right for us, and I love the moon too. So connecting with our dreams, our intuition, our creativity as well, and really kind of like being on the search for the Holy Grail. What we seek is seeking us, so to speak. So I love those two cards to go with that, Moira. So thank you, my dear, for letting me read for you. Let's see. What did else say that's awesome? Do you get paid? Yes, I get paid. And I have to be cautious because of income here at the Access building, but between my specialist and with the Access people, we'll figure something out. And let's see, what did Moira say? Awesome. I will definitely have obstacles on the road to freedom. Yep. But like the water, like those cups, our intuition, letting that guide us. And that Knight of Wands, oof, girl, charge forward. Perfect. Makes sense. Awesome. What will I do? So, a peer specialist, and I'm going off of what we did in New York. I was starting to train for it in New York where it was free, but all the courses kind of got out of hand. And even if I did finish in New York, I wouldn't be allowed to do, I would have to start all over here in Oregon. But a peer specialist is an individual who has, uh, like, how do I say this? We all have liked experiences. So for peer support, that could be me helping. Well, I won't be helping. My focus will be helping people or working with people with mental health. There are some that are trained to work with people with substance use. For me, my focus is going to be working with people with mental health because that's what I have. And so, what we would be doing is we would come and meet them for coffee, give them someone to talk to. If they needed a ride, like, Kaylee did for me today, drove me to one of the pantries, helped me pick up a few things before our SNAP benefits go through. She's also, helps me research. She helped me, she really was a great help and sent me all the links to the program, who it's done by, contact information. And so it'll be me being there to help individuals, not do things for them, but support them, help give them the tools and the support to be able to say, okay, here, I can walk with you, but you have to do the work as well. So I'm really, and I'm hoping at some point, whether I work for a specific company or if I freelance and do that on my own, I'm going to be incorporating art, not as art therapy, because I don't have a degree in art therapy, but I can use artistic means, during my visits with people. So, yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to. So, and hopefully at one point, if I get individuals who are open to tarot and oracle, also sitting down and working how we can look at things in life and using oracle or tarot as a tool for self development and self discovery as well. So, that's what I'm hoping to do at some point. I mean, I still have my art and all, but I need something else. And I got bills to pay too. And Miss Tarot D, yes, peer programs are amazing. We have them at the hospital for the cancer program. We call them Bold Buddies. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you, Miss Tarot D. Well, Miss Tarot D, I'm proud of you for the things that you do for those in your community and those that you help. I mean, that's a tough job. And you still do it, even with, your health concerns. But yeah, you're amazing. So thank you. I'm honored. All righty. So, okay. And yes, we see that, Sandy. You are on holiday. Enjoy, my dear. So up next is Jax. And Jax, would you like a couple of cards too? Shh. Well, under that, under all those many, many layers of makeup and we know the real Miss Tarot D is just all gooey and sweet and loving. Mwah. Love you, Miss Tarot D. Alrighty, so Jax, we're going to give her the glyph. Alrighty, along with a couple of cards. Oh, I love the glyph. Why I had to get decks in shapes that make it a little harder to shuffle. I don't mind. No, not yet. No. Ooh, one of my favorite cards. I just love the colors. It makes me think of a Monet painting, Jax. You have number 33, which is the lotus and purity. So the lotus represents purity, and trying to kind of see if I can cut some of the glare out. But look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous, Jax? I mean, I just absolutely love this card. And so right here it says Lotus and Purity. And so let's grab the book. Yeah, we're trying to get her back on, Miss Tarot D, to hang out maybe with me and Tom on a Friday night. Shoot the shit, you know. So, Jax, let's see, what page is Purity? No, it would be Lotus. Okay, so it would be page 82. And let's see what they say about the Lotus for in here. Oh my. So, history of the lotus, so that could maybe be a word as well. The lotus is revered across cultures for its beauty, fragrance, and most of all, its ability to bloom above murky waters without being tainted by impurities, representing the victory of inner strength. Oh, girl, this is you. Inner strength and spiritual discipline over external temptations and distractions. In Buddhism, the lotus is known as Padma or Kamala and signifies purity of body, speech, and mind. Similar to its depiction in Hinduism, the unfolding petals of the lotus symbolize the gradual unfolding of wisdom and compassion within the spirit. In ancient Egypt, the lotus was a sacred plant represented in architecture and art and valued for its connection to divinity. The flowers were crafted into oils and imbibed in teas or tears, how interesting, or elixirs, believed to possess medicinal properties that promote relaxation, alleviate stress, and enhance spiritual clarity. Wow. And so they give several different meanings of the card. One here, I'm looking for, because there's a bunch of them, so I'm trying to feel which one it is that we want to look at. I like this right here. Embrace vulnerability as a gateway to authenticity and deeper connections with others. Oh, and I got to share this one with you, my dear. This period of murkiness and confusion will soon be over. So I'm going to show you that one more time. And if you want me to take a picture of that Jackson Summit, and anybody who would like a picture of one of these cards that they got today with their word on it, please email me, and I'd be happy to send you a picture. So there you go, my dear. And let's see, your tarot. Actually, I am going to pull from the Seasons of the Witch tarot for you. There's a glare, yeah. And hello, Mona Le Gaia. How are you, my dear? Yeah, I love the lotus. No mud, no bloom. There's some t-shirts that are on, that have that on it. Actually, my peer specialist, one of them that I had back in New York, Desiree, she had a shirt that said no blood. No blood. Oh my God. Well, some people, but no mud, no bloom. And Happy New Year to you, my dear. Okay. All righty. So to go with the card, with your word of the year, we're getting the Five of Winter Pentacles. And so I can see some of the struggling, especially health-wise, that you're going through. But you know that you are not isolated. You have those there around you to help you. So be sure to not hesitate to go through that door and go get the help from those, that they'll be more than happy to help you, my dear. So this kind of energy that's, very tangible is, kind of the struggle. You have a household to take care of. You have other things that you're juggling. And, that takes finances. that sometimes disrupts a sense of security or stability sometimes. But again, you are not alone. You're healing. You're on the mend, and I like I like the other card for you. We went from the Five of Winter Pentacles to the Four. And with the fours, typically, they refer to as someone that hoards, someone who, is selfish. But my dear, and yes, this could represent some individuals, that we both know of. But I want you to look at this, seeing that we're focusing on you. These are our possible words for the year. I'm sure we can have more than one, that resonate with us. But with you, this is a time to be selfish, my dear, to hoard, the time and rest and recuperation that you need, letting people help you, not giving so much of yourself away. It's okay to do self-care. And Miss Tarot D, if you're still in chat, I've been saying this because I love what you shared. Sanity is not vanity. It's something that we need. It's self-care. And so make sure you take good care of yourself and allow others to be able to nourish you through that. And that's what I have for you, my dear. That darkness this winter, think of that as you coming up through the mud. No mud, no bloom, and just imagine you're just growing in and up through that darkness, and then blossoming as the new year comes along. So that's what I have for you. And hello, Judith. Happy New Year, my dear. Sometimes we circle the wagons. Really, Jax, you got to come out with your own deck with these sayings that you come up with. I absolutely love that. All righty. So I have to back up a little bit. Let's see. That's a pretty card. It's beautiful. Did I miss? So, yep, there we go. Miss you, girl. Aw. Yes, and I've been seeing the pictures. How sweet. And Scout, Miss Tarot D, has gotten some nice little Christmas toys from what I understand. Alrighty. I could stop being a bitch, Miss Tarot D, but I'm no quitter. No. That's my gal. Let's see. And Alice responded, I'm still hearing us, so that could with you and Tom glad too. So we'll have to figure something out at some point. And the door is always open because a lot of people, you are new to my channel. This used to be Alice and I's gig for like 2 years. And then this year, it was just like time to was it not plow the fields, go yonder, go. So I miss having my girl. So that'll be a fun night to have me, you, and Tom on. Lots of laughs. And who knows, maybe even get Miss Tarot D to join us. All righty. Just saying, Miss Tarot D. I'm just putting that out there into the universe, into the wild blue yonder. That's what I think what I was looking for before. You're shaking off anesthesia. You had a procedure. So yeah, take it easy, my dear. Relax. Oh, I've had plenty of procedures. I know what that's all about. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi. All righty. Coming out of the dark. Yep. I can find. Yeah, that was amazing that she was able to walk onto stage a year later and be able to sing that song. And people don't know who we're talking about, Gloria Estefan. She was in that really bad tour bus accident back in the day. And they didn't think she was even going to be able to walk. Yeah, that would be fun. Nice little suggestion for maybe Miss Tarot D. Seeing that she's 1K now. Oh my goodness. She hit the 1,000 mark. All righty. So that was for Jax. And Rosanna, would you like Rosanna, did you say if you would like the folia or the glyph deck? And would you like a couple of tarot cards to go with that? And as I'm waiting, I'll go sip sip to everybody. Roseanne, whatever spirit picks. I really was drawn to the glyph deck tonight, y'all. That was like the first deck. So I'm going to go with the glyph. Yep, we had a push, Allison, for Miss Tarot D. That was her goal that she wanted to accomplish. And between several shows and doing a few lives, we all kept pushing for people to subscribe to Miss Tarot D. And we got her there. Well, she got actually herself there. Because if it wasn't for her bright and beautiful self, you know, that was all, that was really neat. And we just directed people. So, yay. Okay, so Rosanna. And Rosanna, did you say you would like a couple of tarot as well? Oh, see, this is why I was really drawn to this deck for tonight. So, Rosanna, you got the Sun card, and the word to go with it is vitality. Again, I know there's a bit of a glare, kind of hard to see. Isn't that pretty? She's got that sun in her hand, my dear. It's like she's holding it up and she's bringing that energy straight down through her. And let's get, I'm 1,000 on the other channel, but I like to see if I can keep this channel. I was thinking about going back to the other one and just switching names, but I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to this one. And so the keyword again, my dear, on this is vitality. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this deck is absolutely gorgeous. They use Egyptian, I know it's kind of hard to see, but if I didn't have that light, I'd be in complete shadow and then nobody would be able to see any of it. So Rosanna, number 38. So history. Okay. So universally recognized as the source of life, the sun symbolizes vitality, enlightenment, and divine presence across civilizations. In many ancient cultures, the sun was personified and worshipped as a deity or divine being whose journey across the sky each day represented cycles of creation, sustenance, and renewal. So again, renewal for this coming year for all of us. Celebrations dedicated to the sun were common, honoring its life-giving properties and aligning with agricultural cycles. Solstice ceremonies, such as those practiced by ancient Egyptians, Celts, and Native Americans, marked pivotal and energetically charged points of time in the sun's cycle. In philosophical traditions like Neoplatonism and Hermeticism, the sun represented the highest form of spiritual illumination, guiding seekers on their quest for truth and self-realization. There you go, Rosanna. And let's see. A couple of these that, the ones that just said, Rosanna, I don't know. We'll see what your cards say, but the one that jumped right out at me is go for it. That's what it says here. That's one of the, so I don't know what it is. Something maybe you're planning, but it's saying to go for it. You are a limitless being. And prioritize things that replenish your energy, such as exercise, good nutrition, and rest, and have fun. So that again is your card. And I know it's hard to see, but this is an ancient Egyptian art. I don't want to say hieroglyph, but it's those tiny little hands that would go up and connect with the sun. So they're embossed beautifully into the card stock, which I love that. And so, all righty, we're going to go with the Baroque on this one here. Bye, Judith. It was good to see you, my dear, and happy New Year again. And I will be back tomorrow for full moon, wolf moon, super moon. What deck is that? This is the Glyph Oracle, and it is found on Etsy. I did get it on sale. I tried to not have to, because some of the prices, one of the things too, and especially when it comes to money and spirituality with items that we buy, um, Etsy charges quite a bit, from what I understand, from the stores that sell their items through them. So a lot of times there are decks that the creators have to really up the price to be able to cover costs and to make a profit. So I try to get the ones where they have their sales going, and sometimes too, if you like one, they will send you an additional percentage off. As an instinctive to purchase. This one here, I think might have paid 38 for. I'm not sure. I mean, it wasn't extremely expensive, but it is beautiful. And Rosanna, seeing that you're asking about the deck, it comes in a nice hard box. And look at the inside. It's I know it's hard, but these are all hieroglyphs, um, reliefs in like a gold bronze. It's all on the inside. Here on the inside, you can see can you see the gateway with the moon shining through it. It's by Prism and Fleur. Yeah. Sometimes thinking of words. So, but yes, by Prism and Fleur, and just really beautiful. It's Sacred Symbols, Glyph, Oracle, and I came across this deck actually on Tony's channel, Antoinette Tarot and Jewelry. So I can say it's a Tony made me do it. All righty, so Rosanna. Bye, Sybil. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was nice to see you. It's always nice to see new faces. And sent it. Okay. So with that Sun card, remember that's going to be a powerful and important word to remain, the vitality, not to be afraid of going for it, and holding that. And with the Sun too, that resonates with our solar plexus. That's the seat of our power, our personal power. So when things tend to go awry on us, to remember that we get centered, we get grounded, we support our internal core, and that's the sun, the yellow in our solar plexus, and that's right below our chest, right in our navel area. No, the navel, yes, right underneath, because then you have the sacral, and then you have the root. So, with that being said, the top card energy coming. We got a Tower. But you know what? I really don't think. Oh, you're not leaving? Oh, okay, Sybil. That's how you say night. So the Tower card. So we got some stuff coming up if it hasn't started already, but what will be going on this year. That's going to support that vitality. That sun is going to support this, because things are going to get shaken up. Things are going to need to be rebuilt. But when they get rebuilt, it's by your specs, girl. Yes, change is coming this year. It may be difficult. It may be painful. But when, like they say, the rubble and the dust clears, you pick through all of that and you rebuild, you restructure, and you make life, your path, exactly what it is that you want. And the underlying energy that's coming through is the Two of Swords. So kind of a bit of a crossroads. So you're going to have to make some decisions. And you're going to have to really, again, like with the sun, getting grounded, standing in your power. And this is pretty much connecting to Listen to your intuition. Her eyes are covered so that she can stay focused and inward. She can listen to the messages coming from spirit, her guides, being able to listen to her heart, being able to listen to her intuition. So at this crossroads where this tower is coming down, there is going to be a decision that needs to be made. And with the car that you got for the vitality and the sun, the choice that you make, that sun and that light and that place of personal power is going to walk you through it. It's going to help you through it. You're going to carry that with you. That Two of Swords could be exactly what causes that tower to come down. And or the choice of, okay, how do I want to build this? And you have those two swords, to guide you. Being able to just completely shut out any visual and just listen to, what your head is saying, your heart, and your connection to spirit, and letting that guide you on that, my dear. So it was nice to read for you, Rosanna. I missed reading for you. Sweet dreams. So Jackie is taken off. So I don't know if Jackie B is still here, but all righty. No, you're welcome, sweetheart. So Rosanna was my last read that I had written down. So if anybody else would like a word of the year or a possible word of the year, let me know. And I can toss a couple of tarot cards in there too for you. So Sybil, where did you learn on my channel? I don't recognize you. I don't get to a lot of lives anymore. I've just got so much going on in my life. I try to pop in here and there, but I don't recognize your name. And again, it's always nice to see new people in chat. Any fun plans for the weekend? Well, I'm waiting to see if anybody else would like. I also pulled out my, because I had that scavenger hunt, team scavenger hunt on Hershey's channel. Oh, Allison, Tom and I lost by 1 point. Oh man, that was a train wreck on my end, but it was only by 1 point. Gerald was our secret judge. You would like one, Irene? Okay, I just saw you on. Okay, so I'm just shuffling here really quick because this is a cute little deck that I keep out, and the cards are called In a Place Close to Home, and so who knows? This might be something that somebody, of course, Sybil, this might be something that we might like to think about too, or someone might want. It says here, in a place close to home, there was perception. Embrace your insight. So I think that's a good message for all of us into the new year, learning how to trust, not necessarily what we see, but also what we feel. It's like seeing with that inner eye that's within us, that guiding force, that intuition, that little subtle, that little niggle, like some people call. Shame considering that oh, he is the least one by far, Miss Tarot D. I think that should have been a tie, but that was the very first. And it was nice to get to meet Lexi and Brian. So Irene, and I have Sybil. So Irene, which one do you want? Irene, do you want the folia or... Yeah, I didn't find out until we were backstage that Hershey decided not to pull any prompts from the from mass market decks, and that's mostly what I have are just the mass market decks, except for a few, indie decks. So Irene, did you say whatever you choose? Okay. Let's go with the folia. I'm getting drawn to the folia. Oh, actually the glyph? Okay. So, Irene. Ooh, Allison will like this one because she likes spiders. So you have Spider, which is all about creation. Look at that. And there's the spider right there in the center. Isn't that beautiful web all covered in dewdrops? Absolutely gorgeous. And the key word again. So there's the word spider. It's kind of hard to see on my screen. I'll have to fix the light for next show. And it's all about creation. And that's number 22. All righty. So the spider embodies the essence of creativity and creation through consistency. In many indigenous traditions, particularly among Native American tribes, the spider is celebrated for its wisdom and ingenuity. For the Hopi, Spider Woman is a revered goddess who spun the world into existence. She not only crafted the physical realm, but also imparted the sacred art of weaving to humanity. The spider's web, a marvel of natural engineering, symbolizes mindfulness and intention. Each filament is placed with precise care. The spider's methodical approach to building its web teaches us about the value of perseverance. By observing the spider, we learn that even the smallest efforts, when made with dedication and purpose, can result in something extraordinary. Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. Every little thing that we do, we may feel insignificant, but as many of us keep doing that, it just builds and builds, and it has that beautiful rippling effect. And look what we end up building, a beautiful web. So out of all this, what jumped right out at me is don't rush. Consider what you are creating consciously and unconsciously with your thoughts and actions, girl. um, let's see which one of these else. Even your smallest actions contribute to the larger picture and future. All right, so those were what I was inspired to read from there. And let's see, I'm going to pull from the In Bulk deck. I just love this blue edging on these cards. They're beautiful. Yeah, cool. Good job. Spider. Was there another deck I had that had a large spider on it? See, the spiders I don't mind, it's the snakes. So, Irene, we get for you. I don't get it. So, we're looking at the Four of Winter Wands. So, I like this. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, I'm actually going to start with the underlying energy, the underlying card, because sometimes this is what we can't quite see. And I think this is something to start off the reading. You'll understand, I think, why I'm going kind of backwards with this. So you got the Winter Temperance card. So this winter, finding balance, going to be having to do the mixing, the back and forth, finding just the right amount of balancing our emotions, our intuition, how we react to situations, and how we can stay grounded. Now, in this deck, she's not 1 foot on the ground, or they're both in the water. But at the same time, though, she's also balancing the moon, the crescent moon in her hand. So for me, what I'm getting is, I'm not sure how your energy is at different moon cycles, but I feel like the best times for finding that balance or needing that balance, that moderation of our emotions and how we we use them, how we experience them, how we balance them. Look at when the moon is crescent, whether it's a crescent waning or a crescent waxing. This is just something that I was drawn to point out and to say. And on the very top of her head is this little butterfly moth. And so this is going to be a way of being able to transform, because butterflies are a beautiful symbol of transformation. Um, from coming from absolute, just from that caterpillar, it just turns into just this viscous goo, and then it rebuilds itself into a butterfly. So maybe kind of think of the water she's standing on, those emotions, kind of like a cocoon for yourself during the winter, and kind of, just letting yourself melt, become one with the liquid, with the water, with your emotions, and finding that as the year starts to progress and we move in to the upcoming months, allowing that transformation, that metamorphosis into that beautiful butterfly. And the butterfly is also sitting on the top of her head, our crown chakra, where we receive messages, where we're opening up to the universe and our guides. So really beautiful. And the moon is in her hand and the stars are at her feet. Absolutely lovely. And so going forward now, so knowing that we're going to be needing balance, because you have that creation card. So finding that balance, being able to stay emotionally balanced. I want to see if there was anything else I need to reiterate from that card. But no, so we're going to move on to the next card. So when we get through that and you're able to do that, with that spider energy of creating, you got the Four of the Winter Wands, and that's about solid foundation, celebrating with family, friends. And this family and friends are the ones that deserve to be called family and friends, those close ones. And this could also be acknowledging that in the upcoming year, as you start to move through and as you start to develop into that metamorphosis, and you start um, looking at life through different eyes, or should I say emotionally, because that temperance will be able to help you do that. I think there's going to be more opportunities for you to meet people and or to establish closer bonds with certain individuals. This may, like you said, I don't know if this will ever be your daughter that you're estranged from, but there are other people that are going that love you and are going to be drawn to your light. So beautiful, building on foundations. Take that power, that medicine, that creativity from Spider Woman, and build a new foundation, a new home, a new sense of self for yourself, my dear. Um, yeah, but working on this winter, the temperance, being able to balance those emotions, working through them, learning how to be able to moderate them, and so that they don't overwhelm you, that, so that they don't overflow and overwhelm you, that you're more in control of them. So that's what I have for you, my dear. All righty. I know, isn't that Allison? I love the Christmas tree, and it's outside. It didn't have to be cut down. Um, yeah, and all nature's out there celebrating. Yeah, it's one of my favorite cards in it. I absolutely love the artist. I can't wait to get the other decks as they come out this year, and the other oracles. So you're welcome, Irene. And we have Glorious. Am I saying that right? Yes, Glorious joining us. Hello, Glorious. Whoop. Yep. um, let's see. Let me back up. Judith said good night. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Whatever you choose. Okay, let's see. I was Colicos. I missed the scare. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's hard. I'm usually zoned out on automatic these days. You're so tired. Well, try to get that rest. You have that wonderful new heater, so I'm hoping that that heater's keeping you warm in your van this winter. And we have someone named Maya Rose. Hello, Myra. Hi, are you currently doing free readings? I am here in hope. Yes, I am. Maya, what I am doing is I saw a video today of another fellow, an author, and she also has a channel. Um, I don't know if I've seen her do readings yet, but her name is Mary Grace, and she does something called Word of the Year. And I have a couple decks, and I thought anybody might want some ideas for a possible Word of the Year for them, that I would be happy to pull a card and a couple tarot cards to go along with that. So if you are interested, please let me know. And oh my goodness, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And let's see. All righty. So I have Sybil. Are you still here, my dear? I am going to take another sip of coffee. And see if she is still here. And for those who are new, oh, okay. And just for those who are new to my channel, if you happen to come in and ask for a reading but can't stay and have to go, just let me know, and that way I can take your name off the list and maybe open that spot for somebody else. So, Sybil, do you have a preference for the Glyph Tarot deck, which is this, or the Folia, which would be like one of these cards? Do you have a preference? Please let me know, because they both contain single words. Yes, thank you. Do all those, like Kershie says, all those YouTube things. And yes, I have been getting new people in my chat because I'm having several regulars leaving a comment after my shows. And that is actually helping me more into the, not really, okay. It's helping me to get more into the YouTube algorithms. Whew, my hair. Windy day today. So at least I'm looking like that. I would love a card. Okay, Gypsy. So we have Sybil. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. So Sybil asked for a reading. And then I have Gypsy. And Maya Rose, did you want one? Let me know and I will add your name to the list. And so, Sybil, I am going for the Folia. Falling asleep. Good night, Irene. Take it easy, my dear. And yes, please get some sleep. Let your fur babies keep you warm too tonight. Ooh, okay. That flipped. All righty. We'll do that first. My Folia card. You're welcome, Irene. So, Sybil, you got adventure. Very cool. That's a fun card to get word for the year. What kind of adventures are we going to be having? And it says here to be open to new experiences. So let's take a look. So I love learning about the cards, and it's always fun to read. All righty. This is all about uncharted territories, a break in stagnation. So if this past year has been kind of stagnating for you, this would probably be a good card showing that maybe we're going to start getting some of that and getting inspired moving forward. Bucket list cross-offs. But I like this adventurous spirit. And finding activities that you find enjoyable. All right, so it says here, it's time to embark on a new adventure and explore uncharted territories. Excuse me. Life can sometimes feel stagnant, but by adding a sprinkle of adventurous spirit, we can lift our mood and prepare for enjoyable activities. Adventures don't necessarily have to be extreme to satisfy our need for something new and exciting. It could be something as simple as starting a creative project, going for a hike, or crossing something off your bucket list, and it says, have fun. Absolutely love that. So let's see what tarot cards I'm being drawn to pull from here, from the Baroque. Follow the glimmers. So, for Sybil. Okay, so the stagnation, kind of needing to get out, re-experience life. So your top card is the Ten of Swords. So it feels like this might have been a really rough year. And as we're going into the new year, it's time to start taking those swords out, my dear. The tens are all about the ends. It's a completion. It's the end of a cycle. And the swords can represent backstabbing, painful situations, relationships, events that have happened to us. And we're down. But the good thing is, when we're down, the only way is up. So this is the time to start reclaiming those swords, taking them out. You got this beautiful sunrise in the back, and so it's the light of a brand new day. So when we get those out, we get up, we dust ourselves off, we start moving forward. The underlying energy, I got the Lover's card. So this Ten of Swords can be relating to or connected to a very close relationship. From what I was feeling is that this might have been a relationship that just did you in, whether this was an intimate relationship with a partner or someone very close to you, like a very close friend, family member. But whatever this relationship was, and again, possibly this could be, also sometimes people associate, workplace relationships, choices that had to be made. And that was, whatever this was, that last sword was in, and that was it. You were done. So we're this new year, we are letting go of this past of, relationships that hurt us, that no longer serve us, and we get to discover who we are, and we go on adventure, getting rid of that stagnant energy, finding something new to look forward to, exploring creativity, whether it's through, taking up some sort of art project, um, anything that makes you happy, that brings you joy, and that brings you bliss. So that's what I have for you, my dear. Good things. It's a good word to have for the upcoming year, or at least one of the words. This year is about adventure, leaving all that crap and pain behind, and start working on you and discover. This adventure could be you rediscovering yourself. This adventure, it could be a trip. It could be something, where you go and take, like they said in the book, you could go take a hike. It's all about finding time to rediscover oneself and to start finding things that bring you joy, that makes you feel like you're living life, that you're experiencing it, not watching it, but experiencing it. So that's what I have for you, my dear. And you are so very welcome. Thank you for letting me read for you. And did Maya come back? Maya Rose. Let me know if you are still here and if you would like a reading. So Gypsy, folia or glyph, my dear. So this is what the artworks look like. Which one are you drawn to, my dear? Miss Gypsy, our little rock and roll queen that we got here. Unless you want me to choose. I can do that too. Do I have any water? Ah, good. I do have water left. Enough with the coffee. The oval, that would be the glyph. Cool. Oh, we got the oval. So I brought both of them. I was trying to find decks that pretty much had only one word. I know the glyphs have two, but it's one representing the other. Ooh. I mean, these cards are cool. I do that with all of them. And I'm actually going to shuffle. I'm going to use the Baroque. Oh, I just love how that Baroque shuffles. Oh my God. And the backs of these, are these not yummy? Like they're like almost like chocolate. It's gorgeous. But tarot decks are not for eating. Oh, you came up again. Oh, how interesting. Let me see. Where are my pendulums? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm going to have to get a clarifier for one of these. Very interesting, Gypsy. Oh, my goodness. Gypsy, I think you're one of the few people where I get a bunch of court cards, different people, but that's understandable because you're in music and you tour. I can see why a lot of different court cards would be coming out for you. But I want to clarify something here. This is interesting. So give me just a minute. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. And this definitely, yeah. Okay. Where is my book for this deck? I love this deck. I got to start using this more. And of course, with all my things here all over the table, there you are. Okay. Give me a second, Gypsy. Okay. I love keeping books by the authors because you have your basic meaning of your cards, but I love when authors add different ways of wording things. What? I'm now humming Gypsy from Fleetwood Mac. Well, so, okay, your glyph card. Let me open up to the page. Actually, what page is that on? They don't go by. Alrighty here. You got pyramid. Ooh. Alrighty. So, it's a beautiful cards. So, Gypsy, you got the pyramid card. And she combined both the pyramid at Cheops or Cheops, the Great Pyramid, and then the one in South America. I believe this is Chichen Itza. I'll have to start reading and see here. But what I find this interesting, Gypsy, is not just one pyramid, my dear, but there's two. Quinky dink? Maybe. So the pyramid, so the word would be mystery. So coming into the new year, your word is mystery. Exploring the mysteries, exploring, the our inner temples, so to speak, the mysteries of our inner temples. And here we have two. And you got that beautiful star to your hanging right over it. I just absolutely love these cards. So the pyramid stands as one of the most sacred and enigmatic symbols known to humankind. Despite extensive archaeological and scientific research, many aspects of pyramid construction and purpose remain shrouded in mystery. Pyramids have been constructed the world over often aligned with specific stars, constellations, and celestial events are the seasonal solstices. So, girl, we already are talking about stars being aligned. You know what I mean? This is just, I'm digging this, girl. Some suggest that pyramids were built to harmonize and amplify energy, utilizing their geometric shape to concentrate cosmic and earth energies, creating powerful vortexes that enhance spiritual practices, meditation, and healing. This concept of energy amplification is further supported by the pyramid's frequent placement on ley lines or the Earth's energetic grid, believed to be a network of subtle energy pathways. And then once again, that's what we got there. So, looking here, the unknown is far less intimidating than you believe it to be. I'm looking at different ones here that's popping out at me. Focus on the powerful, serendipitous, euphoric parts of life, and the universe will keep giving them to you. Wow. I'm looking to see if anything else jumps out at me for your reading. Your healing abilities are being enhanced. Focus on energy healing practices to benefit yourself and others, and also with relationships. Orion's one of them. So, Gypsy, I'm curious about something. Let me look underneath the deck. Wow. Okay. She can stay there. So your first card is the Knight of Wands. And when I asked my pendulum if this was that particular individual or a particular individual, I was getting no, that this is, we're looking at an energy and not just the individual. So again, the Knight of Wands, fast moving. It's about creativity, passion, inspiration, motivation, and willpower. So you have this fiery, and get this too, Gypsy. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I've also heard this card referred to as somebody that is holding the torch for somebody. So this type of energy of, holding this passion, things moving fast, things moving hot. And again, too, you got your creativity mixed into it. You know, for me, yes, to me, music can be considered maybe some of the other, these suits, the other elements. But, you know, for music, poetry, lyrics, writing, that a lot is what is involved with the, okay, I'm getting a stupid phone call. So, telemarketer. So we're looking at this energy looking to find its home, so to speak, if that makes sense, my dear. But I'm going to leave it at that because I already know you know what that is. And so I asked for a clarifier to go along with this energy, and I got the King of Cups. And this is that older gentleman. It doesn't have to be an older gentleman, but when I asked my pendulum if this is a particular individual, I got a yes. So this is going to be a gentleman in this deck, you know, a little bit older, and he is very grounded emotionally. And you know what, that wands energy, that knight energy, there is that steam, that passion, but he's also very very loving, very empathic, and he feels with his heart, but he's not overrun with his emotions. So it's a very matured understanding of one's emotions, and being in the upright and with the other cards next to it, it's in a very positive energy of someone being very grounded and in their emotions. And there was something in the book I wanted to share Yeah. So here, I like what this person wrote. The fish that was in the page's cup is in its rightful place, the water, as the crown figure levitates above. Okay, the scene. Okay. The guidance indicates a mastery of one's emotions and a balance between feeling and thinking, leading to ultimate fairness and diplomacy, especially in relationships, in one's decision. There's enough maturity to now care for and defend others. So for me, this individual still is holding a torch and still defending their emotions, especially for the people. And when I asked if this was a particular person in your life, I got a strong yes from my pendulum. I knew it, but I wanted a verification. And the underlying energy, I got the beautiful queen. And of course, this is you, my dear. Someone who's very grounded, very nurturing. Look at the little bunny down there, which represents, fertility, which comes also with creativity. So we're looking at, this beautiful, nurturing woman who is very grounded, financially secure. She's reliable. She makes sure everybody feels good, make sure everyone's taken care of. But also, reminder from time to time too that we need to nurture ourselves as well. But I'm feeling like there's more of wanting to nurture others, nurture this relationship, and between these two, I like that. Water, fertilize it, water is life, it's that beautiful thing that helps the garden grow. And you got the two pyramids, you got the king and the queen, and then you got this knight right in between there with that very creative, passionate energy right there. So girl, that's what I'm going to end with. And again, your word on this card was mystery. So again, the cups too, exploring the mystery. Maybe it's starting to learn how to explore the mysteries of each other, of relationships, and maybe taking the time to be able to make sure that you've explored ourselves inward and understanding how we feel and how we take care and nurture ourselves and others in our relationships. But I like those two cards, my dear. I really, really do. And whoo, that fire girl, I tell you. So, alrighty. That was for Gypsy. And did anybody see if Maya Rose was still here? No water, no life. Yep. So, yep, the king of love. I want to know what love is. I know it's not the right band, Gypsy, but same era. That's a beautiful song, too, by Foreigner. So I don't think you have 3 birthmarks that align to. Oh, that's kind of cool. Has anyone pulled cards on you for that? I'm sure, because I know Linda and all of them do the Akashic and the past lives. So no, I didn't see Maya coming back. Yep, sounds promising. So coming into the new year, that mystery, what if, what if not? You know what I mean? So yeah, I like that. All righty. So that was my last reading for the evening. I guess I didn't get to respond to Maya fast enough. But well, at one point I had 14 people in chat, so that was wonderful. It's nice to start seeing some new folks and getting some more traffic here on the channel. So let's see what time. Oh, it's already 6:39. I've been on for only an hour and a half. Okay, I thought for 2 hours. I'm like, I haven't been on here for 2 hours. So I guess we'll be wrapping up then, unless there's anything anybody wanted to share or if I have anybody that's lurking that would like. Um, I'm just going to feel like I'm going to shuffle these a couple more times because I love these cards. And of course, they're by Jenna Della Critalia. There is a winter one that she came out with. I gotta get at some point. Oh, that's nice. In a place close to home, there was a panther. He's a little bit bigger than my Mozzie, but yes, I have a panther in my house. Own your confidence. So that is a great word too for maybe some of us this year. Confidence. Look at how regal, how pretty he is. So, bye, Glorious. Have a good evening. Thank you again for your kind words. And so I will be back tomorrow for full moon readings. I was going to do it tonight, but I need to research more and prepare. And I'm in the process of moving my room around again. Just can't quite get it right with the size and shape of the furniture I have right now. So yeah, and then I'll be back on Sunday for the poetry. And then on Monday, I invited someone to join me for Sacred Feminine. I don't know if she'll be able to join me, but we shall see. And until then, everybody have a fabulous rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next show. Thank you again. And don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. All righty. And we will see everybody next time.